morning, interwebs! It's a little after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it is rainy and dreary outside, but it is sunshiny in our kitchen because look! Steve's cutting up the watermelon, baby. Yum. What do you think, Steve?
It looks the right color. Much better than the last one.
So we're gonna have that, and then
it's red.
So we went to story time this morning. How did that go?
Very well. We had well-behaved boys again.
Yay!
2 weeks in a row.
And we got school done with our daughter while that was going on. I did. And then we went to Walmart. Just leave it. Then we went to Walmart and ran some errands. And I wanted sandwiches really bad. So we got some bread that was on clearance. And some lunch meat. And some potato chips. Which I am really, really enjoying. I'm going to enjoy some right now. Mmm, yum. So, now we're going to have like a yummy, picnicky kind of lunch in the rain. Oh, we also had tea time this morning and had Pop-Tarts and tea and coffee and read poems this morning before we went to story time. So we're having a very productive day so far. And hey, I even managed to get dressed. This was like my 5th outfit. So, eventually we produced clothes. So it is about 10 o'clock and my lazy day is rapidly approaching an end. After we went to Walmart, we came home, you saw us making lunch, the sandwiches we had were good. The reason we had sandwiches is because I've been craving sandwiches, and they had some, like, sub-roll kind of things on the clearance thing. And I was hemming and hawing about whether I was going to get them, and Steve was like, you should just get them. And I said, well, then I have to buy lunch meat, yada yada. And he's like, okay, cattail in my face. And he was like, well, if you're craving sandwiches, you're going to keep craving a sandwich until you have one. And if we buy this stuff, it'll still end up being cheaper than it would if we went to like Subway or something. And chances are that if I didn't, you know, give in to the sandwich urge sometime soon, that we would end up having Subway. And Subway is very overpriced for our family of 5. Even though Subway is, I mean, overall relatively inexpensive. And sometimes kind of inexpensive for all of the things that it includes on a sandwich. It still, stop bumping my hand, Jezebel. It still is, not the greatest. You are being so annoying. So yeah. So that kind of is why we ended up with the sandwich makings. I also ended up buying some, like, cheesy breadsticks that were on the clearance thing. And I made homemade crazy bread for dinner. And that was really yummy. I took, one of those quarts that I had made up of Magda squash and tomato that I'd canned, and I heated it up, and then I used the immersion blender to like make it smooth, and I added Parmesan cheese and some herbs, and it was super tasty, and everybody ate it, and that is a win right now, because when I told my son I was making dinner, he says, is it something I'm going to eat? And I was like, well, I don't know, you tell me, because what you do and don't eat does not always make any sense to me. So we did that. My daughter had soccer practice tonight, so her and Steve did that. Before that, between lunch and the soccer practice and the making of dinner, we all took naps because it was rainy and like gloomy all day. So our whole family napped for like 3 hours, and that was really nice. I was very disoriented as far as time because I was actually sleeping in bed because I was cold. I'm still kind of cold, as indicated by, like, the fleecy house coat that I'm wearing right now. Oh my gosh, the cat is, like, attacking my hand in the camera. I will have to go see. I have a feeling. Do you want your litter changed? Is that what your issue is? My daughter might not have changed it to their liking today because of the rain. Anyway, so I'll have to go check that. But yeah, so I took a long nap, and then I was very disoriented on time because Steve's phone was going off with text messages to and from, I guess, soccer parents. I don't really know. And I thought it was his alarm because he had set an alarm. And like I've told you before, our alarm clock in our room takes some translation on time because it auto sets funky. So I don't know. That was kind of weird, and overall, though, pretty restful and much needed. So now I'm going to be up for a little bit working on some projects. This afternoon, while they were at soccer, I also wove in my ends on dishcloths and hot pads, and I finished my super duper cute Hatasaurus. It's all done. So It's got little teeth, little eyes, and it's got little ear flappies. I think it'll fit like a, I don't know, like a 12 to 18 month kid. It's definitely too small for like a 2-year-old. But, yeah, it would fit a younger child. And then I've been working on finishing some of the dolls, like all the way, putting their little heads in. This one I had most of the piece already sewn together. I just had to finish putting the overalls on. And then, as I think I've mentioned before, I don't put faces on till the very end because I think it's creepy that I like palm their heads and stuff to sew all the parts on, and I don't like their little eyes looking at me. So I won't put faces on till everything is done on like all of them. So now I'm sitting here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get this edited. I'm going to make the cats happy, hopefully. Steve is up putting the kids to bed for me because my patience level was gone. I'm in like a really odd mood. I'm in a better mood than I was last night, but I was in a really bad mood last night. And I was in a semi-bad mood this morning. This afternoon I was in a pretty good mood, but now I'm just kind of annoyed again. I don't know. Just frustrated with life. So, I guess I will go deal with cats, deal with dolls, probably hang out with Steve for a little while, maybe watch a show or two because we didn't this afternoon. Ooh, you can eat ice cream. Why does ice cream make me so happy? I don't know. But we are definitely on the ice cream diet. I eat ice cream about once a day. I mean, never more than once, but almost every day because it makes me happy. And when we don't, then I pick a nice snack and I eat lots of things I shouldn't to make up for the fact that we didn't have ice cream. And Steve does similar things. So the way to lose weight is to eat ice cream every day. That's what happens. So that is that. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Nighty night.